In this video, I turn a Stormcast Eternal into a Space Marine. Hello Bitzbox, this is Craig from Bitzbox.co.uk. So we had a request on one of our conversion videos. This is from Nick Pep, who says, Sacrosanct either caters to Dark Angel Space Marines or Fallen Space Marines. And he also followed up saying, or we have one called sequitors or something. And yeah, I happen to have some sequitors, I have some Dark Angels bits, and we're going to just see what we can make out of them. So before we begin, if you are new to this channel and you like all things miniature wargaming, then do feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We have all sorts of miniature wargaming related videos, from conversion videos like this one, and paint tutorials, battle reports, reviews, etc. Also before we begin, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone on our Patreon. You guys are awesome. And if you're interested in what we offer on our Patreon, then there is a link down below. And yeah, for as little as $1, you could have your name up on the screen like the guys you just saw. So yeah, let's get straight into this. Okay, so here we have a sequitor. I've built the main body and leg and torso front pieces together. So there's 3 pieces here, back, front, and the little chest piece as well. And we're going to base our Primaris Space Marine off this miniature. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to chop off this shoulder pad. And I'm literally just taking my clippers in, like so, and just kind of like that. And I put my finger over to stop the piece from flying away, and that'll leave you with this sort of rough edge there. And I can grab my little file and just file this down nice and flat. As you can see, where the arm goes on it's a very similar size to the same sort of part on the Primaris Space Marine torso, so the size is fairly consistent. These do look a little bit wider. So I have a piece on the other side. I'm not going to file the ropes down there. So the request was for a Dark Angel, but you could do any chapter you so wish. But Dark Angels work well because obviously you've got the robes and stuff. So I've got a couple of arms. Now I'm just using regular sized Space Marine arms here. You could use Primaris arms as well, and these are just a bit more readily available. Certainly to myself as well. I don't have a great variety of Primaris pieces lying around, especially sort of Dark Angel stuff. You don't really have any sort of specific Dark Angel pieces. So I thought his mace would be really cool. And that's just going to glue on there. Like so. So the arms might look a little bit dainty. But I'm hoping once shoulder pads on that will be a little less noticeable. Primaris arms would work better, but I thought I'd just show you what it looks like with regular Space Marine arms. Again, they're more regularly available. And then we've got a plasma gun, plasma pistol, sorry, I should say. There, I thought plasma pistol would be more suited for the Dark Angels. Now I haven't cleaned up any mould lines or any things like that on here. I'm not too worried about doing that just for the purposes of this video. So while they're drying, we could probably put some shoulder pads on. So I actually have a Dark Angels chapter shoulder pad from the Death Watch, from the Death Watch upgrade. Various different chapters, and they do go on the left, don't they? A bit of a memory blank there. I'm not a massive fan of how that's looking. I think it's mainly because of how the arm is for this. So I'll just... oh. Okay, let's get that glued on a bit better, and the shoulder pad sides are flying on the floor. Yeah, so I'll go like that, and I'll see how the shoulder pad looks. Okay, so this is how the arms are looking. Again, I'm not a massive fan of how the shoulder pad is, but that's just how it sits on the arm. With different arms, they would sit more like this. But you can see the arms, while they look a little bit stumpy, they're not terribly out of proportion. So The next thing I'm going to do is add a backpack. So this is sort of optional really, you don't have to have a backpack, but it will help sell it a little bit more that he's a Marine and not Stormcast. And you could simply attach it to the back there. I may just file down these little bits of robes just a bit, just to give us a flat surface to connect the backpack onto. Again, you could use a Primaris backpack here if you prefer, but I thought I'd go with one of these Dark Angel ones. There's not a massive size difference between the two really, and I like that on the larger miniatures the backpacks look a bit smaller. If it wants to stick on. Again, I haven't cleaned up any mould lines or anything, just for the purposes of this video. I'm going to add a bit of glue just at the top where it connects as well. And I'm probably going to have to hold this in place just for a little while. Okay, so now we've got the arms and the backpack on, let's give this guy a head. So I'm going to do a hooded head. I have a couple here. I have one from the Death Watch, which I think is going to be a little bit too small. So I decided to pick up one from the Death Watch, no, the Death Wing, sorry. The Death Wing Veterans. Obviously Dark Angels. Not a great deal of room to move the head around too much, but we could have him sort of like that. The neck's a little bit interesting. This one would go in a lot better. That's just too diddy. He's already got tiny little arms, let's not give him a tiny little head either. And again, the neck looks a little bit strange, but it does need a little bit of filing down. So we get our trusty file out. Now you could spend a lot longer than me trying to get this neck joint perfect, but for purposes of this video, I'm going to do it like that. I quite like it tilted to the side a bit as well. That's pretty cool actually, I quite like that. So let's get our glue and probably not be able to replicate that, but we shall see. Now that's quite good. That sort of fits in there sort of off to the side slightly. I don't want him looking straight ahead. I hate it when you have like an arm outstretched and then someone's looking straight ahead, it just looks odd. It needs to be sort of... Ideally it'd be looking even more in line with this. We'll put the head to the side slightly. Like that. So I'll let that dry, and then we'll just add a couple of little accessories to him, and then I think we'll be done. So, there's not a great deal of room to add on little accessories and stuff, but we have that little thing here which I want to clip off. I can't remember what these are called, but now that Stormcast item. A bit awkward to get to. In hindsight, probably best to cut first, but comes off easy enough. And we can add some pouches or whatnot here, really. I'm thinking some pouches. So like that, maybe. So I've got these large pouches from the Tactical Squad. Let's file them down just a little bit. Again, I'm not too fussed about all the little bits and pieces on them, but I apologise I keep it going that way. Don't know why I keep naturally doing that. But yeah, we'll put them on there. You can put anything on, pistol holsters, knives, smaller pouches. I thought these would just cover up that area quite nice. I have a few other little bits and pieces, but I don't think I've really got room for where the arm is. But you know, things like holsters like this, there's a Dark Angels one there. Other types of pouches, you know, you could put all manner of things, grenades and whatnot. So it's really entirely up to you. And glue it on as flush as possible. I just want it to stick up at the moment. I'll bring it forward a little bit. So yeah, they're on there like that, and essentially that is it. I'll probably have this arm a little bit higher. So I may just try and move that off camera and reposition that, and then be back with a final look at him. So one last little thing I might just do before he's finished is I've got this little shield here from, I think it comes with the Dark Angel Veterans. And I'm just going to put it there just to cover up this little sort of messy gap there. So I'll stick on a blob of glue. I've chopped off a little bit on the back of it. Oh, it's flying over there. I'm just going to go on there, like so. So with that, our Primaris Dark Angel Space Marine is complete. So the glue's still drying on this, so I thought if it wiggles around a bit, hopefully it'll stay in place. So yeah, quite a simple conversion to do really. You can just add the arms and head on if you so wish, and maybe a backpack. But yeah, it does work. The size is pretty good. I think I do have a lieutenant nearby that I'll just do a size comparison with. It is worth noting that these are 40mm bases, so if you are building a miniature out of the sequitors or the evocators, then definitely it'd have to represent a captain or a lieutenant or another sort of character for your Primaris. It couldn't really represent a sergeant for your intercessors because the base would be too big, and I don't think you could really get these on a 32mm base. So here I have a sort of half-painted lieutenant from the Dark Vengeance set, and yeah, I think our Dark Angel looks really cool compared to him. So yeah, he's slightly bigger, but I think that looks awesome actually. Really commanding. Certainly would work very well as a captain or a lieutenant for sure. Now obviously, if you were using them in game, you'd probably have to equip them differently. I've just used the mace and the plasma pistol because they're more sort of fitting for the Dark Angels, but you're quite limited with what you can equip them with, and I think that's a problem with a lot of GW games at the moment, such as 40k and Age of Sigmar. You don't really have a lot of options for your heroes, and that's a bit of a shame really. I wish that you could give them a more variety of weapon options and stuff, but they seem quite limited these days. They don't like to give rules for stuff what doesn't come in the boxes for the miniatures really, so it doesn't encourage converting as much as they used to, but it still doesn't stop us here. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. I had no idea how it would really look, but I had a feeling that it would work okay, and as I said, Primaris arms would probably be better, especially if you want to equip him correctly rules wise. So yeah, that is how you can convert a Stormcast Eternals sequitor into a Primaris Dark Angel lieutenant. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you like this miniature or dislike the miniature, or if there's anything you would change. And if you have any other suggestions for future videos, then certainly leave them down below and I will see if I can get to them. As always, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you want to see more videos like this and battle reports and paint tutorials and whatnot, then do hit that subscribe button and you can keep up to date with all the videos on the channel. So all what's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.